Hello everyone and welcome back to Klonoa 2. We've done a couple levels, that means it's time for a boss fight. Yay!
Oh, huzzah.
That was very decisive of you, considering we are in Indecision Pass.
Well, someone has to be decisive in this group of indecision people.
Look at the indecision.
They don't know what to do.
Great cutscene, everybody.
Good talk. Good talk. Okay. So, what the heck is this withered old tree doing in the way? Look, with all the nonsensical terrain you've been traversing throughout this game, you're only now questioning it. Come on.
Also, the tree talks.
Of course it does. Fucking wonderland.
It's also rude as hell.
Of course it is. Okay, so...
Camera shaking to insinuate laughter.
Why do you wish to save the world? Ah, we're getting philosophical up in here. Why have you taken such a task upon yourselves? Well, have you seen our government? They're not going to do it.
Why they ask? Why does he care? Like, just let us do it, dude. Shut up.
You're a tree, you can't stop us from ringing the bell.
This is one of those quasi-philosophical ponderings that you'll often see in stories that isn't really as smart as it tries to believe it is.
You want the bell, however, you must first pass the test. Nothing's stopping us from just going up and ringing the bell. You're a tree.
Well, other than the giant egg monster. Where did that thing even come from? Holy...
Magic, ooh.
Okay, you know, I would think being confronted with a giant egg monster would be a little bit more attention-grabbing, but... Okay. Wait, why can't we use his ring without her?
Because she's the spirit that inhabits the ring and lets us use the stuff it does.
Wait, why are we suddenly on a snowboard?
Because it's a boss fight.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. It feels like if the egg started sliding down the mountain, though, we could just, you know, ignore it and go to the bell.
But it's gonna get in the way.
Somehow.
From the bottom of the mountain, I guess. Sure.
Look how in the way it's getting. Look, we're in the longest possible road in the whole game, and it's already in the way. We couldn't just let it go all the way to the end of this endless road and just never see it again. We've got to chase after it, just in case it comes back.
Also, it's got leaves on its head, so I guess this is more of an eggplant monster than an egg monster.
Oh.
Weird. It's also a chicken. Or in other words...
Do you know what we call eggplants in the UK?
No.
What do you call eggplants in the UK?
Aubergines.
What?
Yeah, aubergine. I'm not even making a joke.
Okay.
We call them aubergines. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I refuse to believe this is not a visual pun. If it's a giant egg/plant monster that turns into a giant bird. It's a bit like, you know... It's just a bit obvious, guys. You know, get your freaking heads out of the gutter. This is like a Pokemon that was designed by like
A 3-year-old.
the dirtiest of the dirtiest mind in the art department.
No, that's Vaporeon.
Wait, what? I don't.
It's a meme.
I don't get it.
Don't look it up.
Well, that goes without saying. Don't look up anything Pokemon.
Okay, Nidoqueen has tits. There you go. There's a horny Pokemon right there.
Ugh. Okay, so
It's very nice of the boss to just let us have this deep philosophical discussion in the middle of the fight.
you called me a fool. Was that supposed to cheer me up? Okay. Okay, the little creepy pasta dog monster. Let's get in there and help the main character. Great. I like how Klonoa is skateboarding in place, and yet his ears are still flapping with the wind for some reason. Why? Also, why was he able to stop and wait for them there?
Ugh.
Is this some weird snowboarding giant eggplant monster sport that we're playing, where we keep reassuming the starting position after every successful point? Is that what's happening here? Does Klonoa get his like hover snowboarding pit crew stops after every 3 rounds, or what?
He gets
Is
a
that
trophy at the end of it.
Okay, I'll take it.
So yeah, that's all this boss is. It's fairly simple, actually.
Yeah, it's a Klonoa boss. Woo woo.
Whoa, saying that like an insult. Don't get to throw them fighting words around. Just because it's simple does not make it uninteresting. See, look, he died.
I died.
Not that simple, is it?
Well, I've always had a love-hate relationship with platformer bosses in general, to be honest, because a lot of the time it feels like designers don't really know what to do with them, especially in 3D.
Yeah, Crash 1.
Well, yeah. Like the very earliest attempts at 3D platformer bosses were the Bowser bosses in 3D Mario. Unless Jumping Flash did something, and I'm not.
I don't remember Jumping Flash having like encounters like that. I thought it was just very arcadey, one level to the next kind of thing. But I haven't played that in years. I don't remember.
Yeah, I haven't played Jumping Flash yet, so I'm just throwing that disclaimer out there in case I'm wrong. But like the throwing Bowser...
Well, I have, and I think I'm wrong. So yeah, everybody flame me. I don't mind. I'm asking for it. It's fine.
Like the Bowser bosses in Mario 64 are laughably terrible. So it's like there's nowhere to go but up from there. But platformer bosses took a long while to get any further than that.
We started at Gay Bowser, and look where we are now.
So, like, then there was Crash Bandicoot around the same time, and that gave us Papu Papu. And that was wonderful. It was
and
great.
Ripperu, the ultimate game of jump on thing and hope that it blows up at the right moment. And that's it. That's the whole boss.
I will at least give Ripperu points for creativity in the sense that it's a boss fight that centers around jumping. You know, the thing that you do in a platformer. But, you know.
He doesn't ever seem to go for you, though. He's not actually a threat at all. He doesn't try and attack you. He's just having a nice time on his same 3 platforms he bounces on over and over again. And there you are, TNTing his ass. Like, it's not fair.
Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, like, even in Crash 2, Ripperu at least seems like he's sort of trying to attack you. And, you know, the damage he takes is his own goddamn fault, so. Alright, so, boss clear, bell rung.
And we've now decided.
We decided to go back to the starting point.
Yes, that's
But
all that indecision, and we've just gone right back to the beginning again.
Yes. All the marbles have been collected.
The Infinity Stones are ready.
Is this where Not Impa reveals herself to be the secret bad guy all along?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Of course she does.
The floaty marbles.
Where's the 4th one? Up his nose.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, He had a very specific... Yeah, he smelled of bird shit. We've established this. You got no shit on your face.
So, Leorina disguised themselves as Biguji. Great. Just inconveniently out on an errand at that point. Okay.
Yeah, the only time he's ever stood up and moved anywhere.
Great.
It was probably just to go and get cornflakes.
Why did dog person fail to notice that they smelled different until after the critical moment had passed?
That's a good question.
Were you just holding your nose like a doofus? Do you have a cold?
Yeah, no, it's like a drug sniffing dog. It's like, wait a second, that's not flour. but by that point they're already on the plane and they can't do anything about it. They've gone.
You could say that our heroes weren't on the ball today.
I could see. Well, you could also say they've lost their marbles.
They have indeed.
Yeah, that is odd, isn't it? It's odd how the one character that doesn't move moved.
Whoopsie doodle. We gave the bad guy the key to the world's self-destruct button.
Sort of.
It's Metal Gear Solid.
Luckily, it's going to take them at least another 10 levels to actually press it, so we've got time.
Klonoa, you gave me the detonation code.
If the world worked on game logic, the only winning move in that scenario would be not to play. As long as you never start the next level, the story will not advance. Therefore, the world will never end. Alrighty then, let's see.
So we've been here before, right?
Yes, and now it's dust time, and the inside of the caves are poisonous.
Now it's purple.
Yes.
Which means poison. I don't make the rules. That's genuinely how it works.
Yeah.
Anything poison in Pokemon is purple.
It's a very toxic sludge type color when you see it in a liquid shape.
That's why it's my channel's theme color. That's why.
Huh.
Because that's all I am. Toxic sludge. That's me.
It just occurred to me that I finally figured out the psychological reason that I can't stand grape soda. Oof.
Yeah, toxic sludge. There you go. I don't know anyone that likes grape soda. I don't know a single person.
It's also one of those sodas where you can practically taste the food coloring. I don't understand why, but it is. And I don't make the rules. It's just the way of the universe. We seem oddly unhurried considering the immediacy of the situation.
Well, when you stop and breathe at the holy statues.
Are they not they're not standing at a holy statue right now, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are? It doesn't look like it from here.
We are at a wide angle, so...
Did you know, guys, that we should go to a statue and not hang around? By the way, this is the direction we've got to go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there was a statue.
Mushroom Forest. Great.
There's something I like about... I say games, I guess platformers in general, but whenever there's like a cheeky, sneaky, poisony forest area, they usually have really cheeky, sneaky, foresty, poisony music. Tombi is another one like that.
It took me a moment to
Tomba. Sorry, Tomba.
We call it Tomba over here.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that weird regional difference.
What's it called in Japan? Is it Tomba in Japan?
I
have no
I don't know.
idea.
It could go either way because both of those words work. Okay, let me actually check. Tomba. Let me see.
To Wikipedia.
It doesn't actually say what it's called in Japan, so I'm assuming it's I'm assuming it's just Tomba in Japan.
Oh yeah, just assume it's the American. Just assume.
Well, I mean, usually when Wikipedia does an entry of a game that's called something in Japan and something in America, it'll list that at in the very start of the article, but it doesn't mention it here. Tumbi also redirects here. And apparently that's the name of villages in Iran, so fun fact. Gotta love those Wikipedia redirect links. It's always amusing to learn what other things a particular word could potentially refer to. I remember liking Tomba as a kid, which is funny because I never had the full game.
Most people just had the demo.
Yeah, it was the demo.
I love Tombi.
It's also very expensive now.
Well, unless you have a PS3, at which point, in which case you could just buy it on PSN.
for now, I mean, Nintendo got rid of all their eShop shit. I
Well,
mean, you know.
Sony was planning to do that, but they settled on the compromise, the actually kind of smart compromise of just let them buy the currency. Just let them, like, put money in their wallet on the website and then apply it to their PS3. That way you don't have to deal with the security issue of people using their credit cards on a machine that isn't actively supported anymore. I wish all of the companies would do the same thing. It also means that they can keep their PS3 like games on the server so that they can, you know, continue to make them compatible with like their streaming service and stuff. Like one day they might just like reopen the PS3 content shop and say, hey, here's a bunch of games you can buy on our new PlayStation Plus subscription. And, you know, you can buy them and stream them however you want, even when you're not subscribed. That would be a great model. It'd be
Have
like
either of you done any game streaming before? Yes, playing streaming, yeah.
I've messed around with it from time to time.
Does it work?
It works if you have a good connection. I'll say
Okay,
that.
right.
Played a bit of Prince of Persia 2008 as a test once, and it seemed to work pretty well. That was on one of the older services, too. So, I imagine it's improved since then. And, you know, it's a reasonable solution for PlayStation Plus in particular, because, like, if the game that you're trying to play is compatible with the system, with the console, you can just download a digital copy of it. So you can still get the optimal performance with that. It's just like the PlayStation 3 compatible games that understandably can't be expected to run on a PS4 or something that they make you have to stream. And you know, it's a reasonable compromise is all I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
And like, you know, I'm all for that kind of model. I'm just like really, really skeptical, I suppose, of the companies that are trying to make game streaming itself the main mode of playing games, because it's just not optimal for that at all.
No, of course it's not. But, you know, as Xbox said famously, if there's no internet connectivity at all, you've always got Xbox 360.
I still can't believe they did that.
What?
I can.
What?
When they were sticking to their guns for their always online part of the Xbone before that came out, someone asked them, you know, what happens if the internet goes out?
And you've got your...
And they said, well, you have Xbox 360 for that.
What?
Well, no, specifically, the question was, what do you suggest people do who have extremely bad connection or no connection at all? And then they're basically, the answer was, yeah, well, we do have a product for people that have no internet at all. It's called Xbox 360. It was the most passive-aggressive piece of shit answer to anything. It was so awful.
Microsoft was absolutely winning at life that year, I swear. I'm just like... what were they thinking in the early days of the Xbox One?
I loved it when like they reversed all the changes and everything, and then everyone started giving them credit. Like, why are you giving them credit? They did it because they realized they weren't going to make as much money. People need to stop, right? People need to stop looking at like corporations and big companies and publishers as like, oh, they're looking out for the consumer. No, they're not. They're fucking corporations. None of them are your friends. Any idea they have is because they think it will make them more money. And if enough people say that's a bad idea, then they probably go, oh, that must mean we're not going to make as much money because lots of people don't think it's a good idea. It's not because they think it's a bad idea and you've made them realize it.
Well, look, this goes for like most capitalist cultures on the planet, but we've been raised into a world of brand loyalty and brand tribalism, and people are just like used to being in that mindset, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. So like they want to believe that the stuff they like is going to be loyal to them. It's just
There's a good film in that somewhere.
yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm not smart enough to make it though.